Yo, what is going on, guys? Jaeky here. Today I'm going to be showing you my updated settings for my BenQ XL2546 for both on just standard desktop use and when I play games like Valorant. So here's the difference. This is right now set to just normal standard desktop. And then if I click on my Valorant profile, this is what my Valorant profile looks like. A little bit of a saturation boost as well as some black equalizer. So let me show you guys my settings. So first off, what I like to do is I like to go straight into the menu, and under picture mode, I like to set this on standard to start off. People will say that FPS 1 and FPS 2 have lower input lag, but that's just simply not true. You can just set it to standard. And then I go back into game settings here. I used to use Diac on premium, but lately I've noticed that I prefer Diac off. I just like the feel. It's pretty much preference, but for me, I like Diac set to off. And then black equalizer, I leave this at 0 for desktop use. Color vibrance, 10 is the default. And then low blue light, I like to have this set to 5. Simply just to reduce eye strain. I think it helps with me a little bit, especially if I'm playing at night with the lights off. Then this helps me a little bit with my eye strain, so I like to leave that on 5. Instant mode, I leave this on. And then going back into picture, brightness, I set this to 50. And then contrast, I set to 50 as well. Sharpness on 5 and gamma on 3. Color temperature, I leave this on normal. And AMA, there's very little difference between high and premium, but premium does add a little bit of input lag, and it doesn't really reduce blur that much. So I recommend putting this on high. Dynamic contrast 0, and reset color no. And then after that, I just save it to, you can save to the different profiles on your S switch if you have this model. And I save this on 1 for standard desktop use. If we go over to my Valorant profile, which I have set on 3, you can see the game is a lot more saturated, and the shadows, like the dark areas, are boosted up a little bit. So how I get this is basically it's the same. All of the other settings are the same as the desktop one, like the standard one, except the only two things that I change is I turn up the black equalizer to 10, and then color vibrance, since Valorant's already a pretty saturated game, I bump this up only to 12 from 10. If I was playing something like CSGO, where it's a lot more desaturated, I might go with like 15 or 14, but for Valorant, I feel like 12 is fine, because the game is already pretty saturated. So that's my Valorant settings, or those are my monitor settings for both desktop and Valorant use. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this video clears up some confusion, because I still get questions about my original video, and I hope this video helps you guys out. Also guys, please make sure you check that your monitor is actually on the correct refresh rate. In my case, obviously the BenQ XL2546 is a 240Hz monitor, and you can check your monitor's refresh rate by right-clicking on your desktop, going under display settings, and then going down to advanced display settings. After you click on that, make sure under you select your main monitor, obviously, and under refresh rate it says your correct refresh rate. You can change it here, so just make sure, of course, that you are using the supported refresh rate for your monitor.